All right, I think we're ready to get started. I want to welcome everyone to the 2021 Core77 Design Awards official announcement ceremony. Today, we'll be announcing the winners of the 2021 awards. Everyone present here today in this meeting will be the first to see who's taking home the winners awards, as well as our official Core77 awards trophies. So it's very exciting. However, it is important to remember that even if your work is not mentioned in this presentation, that doesn't mean that you aren't a 2021 honoree. In addition to our winners, jury teams have selected a number of runner-ups and winners and within each category. And all of these honorees will be notified after the ceremony airs. So please stay tuned for those opportunities and those communications. Today, I am joined by Sloan Leo, Mia Osaki, and Hector Silva, three of our fantastic jury captains in this year's awards. So I'd love to go around and everyone give a short introduction. Let us know who you are, what you do, and maybe something you're working on and the category you judged in the awards this year. So Mia, do you want to start?
Sure. Thank you so much. It was an honor to be a judge and be a jury lead this year for the Core77 Design Awards. I am Mia Osaki. I am co-founding partner of a healthcare design studio in New York City called Diagram. I've been in healthcare for about 15 years. And what's so exciting is, to be able to see new ideas and new approaches to design. I think when you think about the healthcare space, there are just, the system itself needs a lot of work. So I've been very excited to rethink how we approach healthcare design. I'm also the chair of an innovation program at School of Visual Arts called Design for Social Innovation. So spending my time thinking about design and the role design plays.
Amazing, thank you. Hector.
Yes, hi, my name is Hector Silva, and like Mia, it's a pleasure to have been a judge in this year's Core77 Design Awards. I'm a design educator based in Chicago, and I'm the executive director of the nonprofit Advanced Design, where we have a design education initiative called Offsite. And Offsite is a design school, an online design school to supplement your current design education. So as a judge in the design education initiative, it just was extremely natural to lead that as a jury captain and see what other people around the world are doing to disrupt design education. So thank you so much, Core77.
Thanks, Hector. And finally, Sloan.
Hi, I'm Sloan Leo. I'm the founder and CEO of Flock Studio. We're a community design studio that works with curious optimists to get stuff done. And what that looks like in practice is projects like the work we're doing with the New York Women's Foundation here in Brooklyn to build an economic justice accelerator with 7 different local groups. It was an absolute delight to have an excuse to pull together a group of people I admire as judges. And so on behalf of them, I thank everyone who applied this year, and think that all of the projects that we saw and went through have an element of collective power and shared ownership and an extended sense of what we need to be holding each other accountable for as we do social impact work, as we think about ideas of externalities. So it was not just enjoyable, but really wonderful as a way to advance my own practice, the practice of our studio, and the folks that we were working with, to see how these emergent ideas are chiseling open new spaces and new ideas and new opportunities. So it's really just been a pleasure. And I think we have some really great announcements we'll be making today.
Thank you, Sloan. And I'm really glad to hear that it was a nice experience as well. I also want to introduce myself. I'm Allison Fonder, and the senior producer of the Core77 Design Awards. So I'm kind of behind the scenes doing everything I can to make it great. But I thought it would be great before we get into announcing all of the winners, which is very exciting, but kind of reflecting on how this year is really an important one to kind of survey the industry as a whole. And it was a great year for learning, for pivoting, for kind of promoting this idea of like service within the design world, and really using our skills to the best of our ability, and helping other people out. So I kind of wanted to ask each of you what maybe your biggest takeaway doing what you do, being very busy in your work. What was your biggest design lesson over the past year due to all this change? I don't know who wants to start, maybe Hector?
Yes, absolutely. It's a very good question. To answer your question, I think one of the biggest lessons for us would be just finding the silver lining in what life throws at us. And I think this past year, life threw us a huge global pandemic. And I think the silver lining for us is, I think it was a lot of us kind of slowed down and was like, okay, this is a time for us to be, away from work and et cetera. And I think for us, we tripled our efforts, and because now people really wanted more engagement now, since we weren't seeing each other physically. So we were able to actually be more busy. We were the busiest that we've been in 5 years, because we wanted to bring more events digitally and virtually, and connect people. And I think people were seeking that, especially since we were all disconnected. So we kind of turned things up. So that was kind of the silver lining, as we saw an opportunity and we ran with it.
Definitely. What about you, Sloan?
So for the past 2 weeks, we've been leading a course called Community Design for Leaders, with some support from Core77, and of course, in partnership with the School of Visual Arts. And we have about 20 people that are coming together, and I feel like I got a lesson from them recently that felt really clear, which is that when we think about why community design exists, why social design is here, like we realize that community design exists to resist centralized power and to advance shared ownership and shared accountability. And while that's an insight for like us as a community of practice, it also feels like the message from this year. When we look at the like chronic failures of the systems that are there to serve the commons there, which was very evident during the pandemic, what comes out of that is not only a need for like innovations in technology to find the next pandemic, but also innovations on how do we create connective tissues. And when we look around New York City, for example, the number of mutual aid groups has really just exploded. The number of giving circles has exploded. The number of neighborhoods cleaning up neighborhoods. So we want to be working together, and that is an act of resistance in a design community where we've really been encouraged to be individual contributors.
Beautifully said. What about you, Mia?
Yeah, my eyes have been really opened over the last year, and in part thanks, there's full disclosure, Sloan and I are sitting right next to each other, is the importance of community and being relational and remembering that we need to care, and that that caring comes from a place that's not transactional, right? And that it is about, thinking about our structures as structures that can support one another. And to that, I think design has a real important role to rethink how it approaches the world, right? As designers, we have the inclination to think of ourselves as inventors or position ourselves as, we will, need to listen to our communities and design things for communities. But, we've been learning so much from community design, from working with disability design groups to say that, this work is about working with people. And to do that, we need new approaches. So, while design can really focus on things, where we saw some of the most interesting things happening is how can we design the things that connect us, that help support us more and help us care more. And to do that, we're going to need to, I think, really do some hard reimagining, hard rethinking.
Yes, absolutely. And I've gotten to see all of the winners so far, and I really am confident that so many of them reflect a lot of the values that all of you are talking about. So I'm really excited to kind of get into it and finally reveal who the winners are. So we might as well just kind of get right into it. I'm going to start, and we're going to begin right at the top here. Let me share my screen really quick here. Okay. All right. We're going to open up with the built environment category, and this category was led by Alda Lee, who is principal of Alda Lee Architecture in New York. Lee was joined by Danny Arps, interior designer and founder of Danny Arps LLC, and Nina Etnier, co-founder of design firm Float Studio. So we're going to begin with the announcement of the built environment professional winner. And I want to add too, we're all here with, it's around cocktail hour. We're all here potentially with some cocktails or whatever. So feel free to, give a toast. Drum roll, please. The winner of the Built Environment Professional Award is Seat at the Table. And Seat at the Table was designed by Dome for Drexel University's Institute for Women's Health and Leadership, Vision 2020. A Seat at the Table is a public exhibition serving as a reminder of the ongoing struggle by women since gaining the right to vote over 100 years ago. Seat at the Table highlights the current state of gender inequality in America on the centennial of the 19th Amendment to the US Constitution. Visitors are invited to sit within human scale infographics and embody the uneven ratios of women to men in work, government, and society. One of 20 chairs around a boardroom table represent the 5% slice of Fortune 500 CEOs who are women. A circular bench shows the divisions of 21.8% white women and 4.7% women of color in management positions. The project thoughtfully allows visitors to engage in different ways. From the ground level, they can walk through while reading content at a grand scale. Visitors can also dwell longer on each piece for a more intimate experience that is accessible to visitors of various ages, heights, and abilities. So congratulations to the team at Dome for the 2021 Core77 award win. All right, next we'll be announcing the Built Environment student winner. We are proud to announce that the winner of the Built Environment Student Award is, drum roll, Hostin, a senior-friendly communal dining and social experience designed by George Wang, Wei-Shin Huang, and Shannon Tsai at Art Center College of Design. This project was done in collaboration with a local nonprofit organization, One Generation Senior Enrichment Center in Los Angeles, to provide a better experience for residents in the post-pandemic era. Hostin facilitates a healthier lifestyle by providing a nutritional enriched farmers market, lively co-cooking events, and a fun dining and socializing experience for older adults, all aiming to bring older adults and young generations together safely with food. This group of students fully embrace the idea of co-collaboration by frequently interviewing doctors, experts, and users to conduct secondary research and make incremental improvements to the concept. They made prototypes to test with users and get instant feedback, and every step in their design process prioritized putting users, the older adults, involved for more direct conversations. Kudos to the team of students at Art Center for their amazing work, and congratulations on your win. Give them a little round of applause. All right, we are going to quickly move on to commercial equipment, which includes operational equipment, medical systems, commercial products. The category this year was captained by John Grossman, a senior industrial designer at Verily Life Sciences. Grossman was joined by Ara Akel, senior industrial designer at Casper. Alejandro Castelao is an industrial design lead at Fjord. Jonathan Kim, senior industrial designer at Shopify, and Stephanie Zarwark, senior visual designer at Enlisted Design. The category begins with the announcement of the commercial equipment professional winner. I'm proud to announce that the winner of the commercial equipment professional award is the Nella New Spec Reusable Vaginal Speculum by Seek and Gearhead for Seek Women's Health. Inspired by the fact that the current metal vaginal speculum is virtually unchanged from versions created almost 200 years ago, the Nella New Spec is the first major redesign of the reusable speculum that takes into consideration the patient experience along with unmet provider needs. The New Spec is reusable and can be cleaned and sterilized just like current metal specula, but unlike stainless steel used today, New Spec's engineering grade polymer is temperature neutral, so patients don't have to experience a jarring cold sensation, and healthcare providers don't need to resort to potentially unsanitary heating pads. The product also has a unique toggle locking mechanism that allows quiet opening and locking of the device with one hand. The Nella New Spec brings a fundamental change to the way gynecological care is delivered by meeting the needs of both providers and patients. Congratulations to Seek and Gearhead for this much-deserved win. And to wrap up this category, we're announcing the winner of the Commercial Equipment Student Award. And we are proud to announce that the winner of the Commercial Equipment Student Award is the Alta Hyperbaric Chamber, designed by Clarissa Martins, Camille Dansereau, Hoishin Chung, Mike Clark, Xavier Drysdale, Naji Kadora, Leah Katz, Morgan Monroe, Yasmin Sertan, and Burke Zukowski at Wilson School of Design. Alta is a portable hyperbaric chamber for use in high altitude by those who experience the effects of high altitude illness. The objective of this project was to design an effective, lightweight, portable hyperbaric chamber to be used by recreational mountaineers in the field. And in fact, a total system weight of only 5.12 pounds, Alta is 33.5 lighter than the ultralight Gamow chamber, which is the lightest on the market. This reduction of weight is due to the absence of heavy zippers that are standard in current models, as well as proprietary foot pumps that use an ultralight, compact, open cell form structure to inflate the chamber quickly and easily. By removing the most common failure point in current models, the zipper, and introducing a roll top closure. Alta's design is both lighter and more secure than its competition. The lighter weight appeals to climbers and will increase the rate of adoption, ultimately decreasing the number of preventable incidents of injuries and deaths due to HAI. A shout out to this team of students from Wilson School of Design for their amazing work, and congratulations on your win. Big round of applause for everyone in the commercial equipment category. Okay, I'm going to pass the torch over to Hector, who will be announcing our next two categories.
Thanks, Allison. Our next category of winners are in the consumer technology. The category this year was captained by Kevin Bethune, founder and chief creative officer of Dreams, Design, and Life. Bethune was joined by Folek Nunson, product designer at Workday, Liliana Becerra, founder of Studio Liliana Becerra, Magdalena Pollock, co-founder and CEO of Lab Twin. We'll start the category off with the announcement of the Consumer Technology Professional winner. I'm proud to announce the winner of the Consumer Technology Professional Award is the In Mini Lab, designed by Farrell GmbH for In by Farrell. The In Mini Lab is the world's first at-home fertility monitoring system using your saliva. It is an innovative product that combines biochemistry, technology, and design, equipping women to measure the fertility hormone progesterone at home. When asked why their team chose this project, Bethune replied that MiniLab represents a new and novel offering that creates an opening for more thoughtful women's health conversation. In MiniLive drove remarkable consistency in their brand promise across product design, CMF, colors, tone of voice, etc., making the startup a standout within its market landscape. They succeeded in making testing a pain-free lifestyle experience within the home. The design makes so much sense that we believe other market players will feel enticed to come up with their own version of MiniLab in the years to come. Congratulations to Ferrell for this much-deserved win. Next, we're announcing the winner of the Consumer Technology Student Award. We are proud to announce the winner of the Consumer Technology Student Award is LifeKit, designed by Anna Boyle, Michelle Chu, Elstina Danuluk, and Danisi Nar at Carnegie Mellon University. LifeKit is a mobile app concept within the OS ecosystem that makes end-of-life planning approachable, proactive, and streamlined, while also opening up opportunities to integrate into larger systems within the government, legal, health, and financial sectors. The app breaks down daunting planning tasks into bite-sized steps and allows users to update, authorize, and legalize their wishes at their own pace. It also prompts users at the time of life-changing events to ensure that planning is both relevant and dynamic. A testimonial from the consumer tech jury team on LifeKit says, "This project is a good example of students choosing the right problem to solve and following a robust, co-creative, reflective, and iterative approach to their design process." This team actually took a fresh stance celebrating positive life moments and stages and tracked towards often complicated end-of-life conversations to foster peace of mind. The team's design proposal provided their intended audience a set of easy tools to empower them without awkwardly crossing boundaries into ethical, taboo, or sensitive territories. Congratulations to the team from Carnegie Mellon on your win. Next, I'm excited to share the winner of the Design Education Initiative category, a category I judged, alongside Daniel Chen, a senior UX designer at Ernst & Young, Alex Lobos, a graduate director of industrial design at the Rochester Institute of Technology, independent designer Kat Reiser, and Laura Silva, accessibility technology UX design lead at Bank of America. I'm proud to announce the winner in the Design Education Initiative category is Intentional Interactions by Arthur Karabat and Guillaume Couche for Royal College of Art and Imperial College London. Intentional Interactions is a master's level module that gives students a practical foundation in interaction design for the physical and digital worlds by having them bring a robot arm to life and collaborating on a large electromechanical installation. Students were given the creative constraint of a simple servo-powered robot arm mechanism, which they had to give meaning by imbuing it with behavior. They learned to use industry standard tools, Unity and Arduino, so that their knowledge would transfer to tools they can use in their professional careers. The longer lasting impact of the course is for students to have the confidence to tackle complex technical projects and truly think about products as interactive systems. When we were judging this concept, it was clear why this design was an immediate success. It had purpose and meaning behind it. We need more innovative programs that help students learn these technical skills so that they can use design to solve the world's problems. Congratulations to Arthur and Guillaume on your much-deserved win. Now, I'm going to pass the mic over to Sloan, who will be announcing our next two categories.
Thank you, Hector. I'm so excited to have the opportunity to announce the winners in my own category, Design for Social Impact. I was lucky and honored to be joined by my fellow jurors, including Laura Appleton, founder of Kinder Modern and the Female Design Collective, Wesley Hall, cooperator at Flock Studio and senior designer at Douglas Elliman, Stacy Panopoulos, executive director of the Association of Design Professionals New York, Alex Snydexter, Equity Design and Chief People Officer for the Illinois Department of Human Services, and last and very not least, Julius Tapper, Human-Centered Design and Innovation Consultant at Doblin. I'll start with the category of the announcement of the Design for Social Impact professional winner. I'm proud to announce that the winner of this year's professional award is A Toolkit for the Times by Studio OA. A Toolkit for the Times is a comprehensive analysis of how work environments must change to meet the challenges of the pre-vaccine economy. It includes both guidelines for office design and for protocols to make the workplace safer. OA's research team spoke to ER doctors, epidemiologists, architects, psychologists, sociologists, furniture and systems manufacturers, and experts in the field, fields as wide-ranging as filtration and elevator design, ultimately creating annotated space plans for every aspect of a multi-space environment. With guidelines for landlords and tenants alike, it addresses technical design issues, placement of workstations, meeting room alterations, kitchen design, etc., as well as routine behaviors likely to become the new normal. It is this type of adaptive and agile planning for our workspaces that is really going to be important for as we move forward in the post-vaccine economy. And we could not be any more proud and happy for you. Congratulations, Studio OA, on your win and for sharing this work with the world. Next, we're going to announce the winner of the Design for Social Impact Student Award. I am proud and extra proud to this student to announce the winner of the student award, which is Care U, Sustainable Care Kits for Zambian New Moms, designed by Rachel Kwan from the Art Center College of Design. This project is a sustainable postpartum care kit. It's designed for new moms in Zambia's rural areas. It aims to reduce maternal mortality rates by providing ways of staying hygienic after giving birth, therefore lowering the risk of postpartum infections. Many women in Zambia lack access to healthcare and must resume fieldwork shortly after giving birth, increasing the risk of likely and potentially lethal infection. Care U meets the needs of these women while respecting cultural and environmental concerns, leveraging a circular product service ecosystem that reduces negative impacts on the environment while creating local employment opportunities for the surrounding community. The kit itself can be used as a sitting cushion to keep users from contacting dirty surfaces when they're on a break in the field, a rinsing pouch to help users treat inflammation and irritation after giving birth, and cooling pads and washable panties that help the users to avoid inflammation and pain. We were very excited about this project, in particular because it hits a triple bottom line of addressing an urgent need for the women living in Zambia while also addressing their economic needs. And we see this as a project that truly hits the intersectional nature of design's work right now. Congratulations, Rachel. This was such a thoughtful project and well deserving of the win. Our next category of winners are in furniture and lighting. The category this year was led by Tariq Dixon, founder of TRNK NYC. Tariq was joined by Jillian Choi, director of global exhibitions for Design Miami, Eva Gauthier, founder and CEO of Maud, Joss Itiola, furniture planner and designer at Bitso, and Randall Jones, interior designer at Yabu Puschelberg. We'll start this category off with the announcement of the furniture and lighting professional winner. I'm happy to announce the winner of the professional award is the Koei Icon Air Purifier, designed by Fuse Project for Koei. Icon redefines the air purifier category by blending a high-grade wellness device with a furniture philosophy. Rather than imposing a boxy or round plastic object that stands out as a utilitarian technology, the Icon uses new geometry that allows the air purifier to sit along a wall, further blending smart technology into the home environment. Fuse Project's design for the Icon air purifier provides a design-forward solution to an otherwise mainly utilitarian product. The Icon also provides Wi-Fi connectivity for more usability and functionality, as well as allowing users to control the air purifier from a smartphone. Congratulations to Fuse Project on your win in this awards this year. Next, we're announcing the winner of the Furniture and Lighting Student Award. We are proud to announce the winner of a student award is Grow and Glow, designed by Jez Sun for the Art Center College of Design. Grow and Glow is an intelligent countertop garden designed to bring a breath of nature and sunshine to urban homes. It works as a grow light for raising edible plants from seed to harvest. The grow light resonates with an ambient glowing light that in combination vividly lights up your kitchen. The grow light also serves as an assistant to tell you when to change the water and add nutrients. The design of the Grow and Glow ensures plants can grow happily in any condition. And I imagine that this year it is especially valuable to have that garden at home.
That's true. Congratulations to Jez for your win, and thank you, Sloan. I'm already really stoked about all of the projects that we've announced so far. So I want to give a big round of applause to everyone so far who's won. I wanted to kind of have a short sit down with Hector and Sloan now that we've announced the winners in both of your categories of Design Education Initiative and Design for Social Impact. I'm curious to hear really shortly what trends popped up in these categories and what judging taught you about design education and social impact work over the past year. Are there any stark changes in these sectors that you think are really reflected well in the work? Let's start with you, Hector.
Yeah, one thing that I noticed as a judge who was was a jury captain for the Design Education Initiative is that you don't have to be a really big corporation to have all these resources to have impact and make a dent. A lot of the organizations and individuals that submitted their design to the Core77 Design Awards were actually small people like you and I, and were very ambitious and had really big visions. So I applaud that, and it's something that I've seen throughout, and I feel like more people are stepping up to solve these really big problems, and nothing but kudos. So that's something that I've noticed, and it's very empowering and powerful to see.
Yeah, that's very promising to note. There, you can still be a little man and make something happen. So how about you, Sloan? What are your takeaways?
Really appreciate the way that Hector kind of shared this idea that the capital D design is not the only design in the room now. And we saw that as we were talking as a social impact jury team, was the way in which designers are subverting traditional understandings of what design is, how to do design well, and who determines and measures what well means. We did see a lot of innovative ideas around masks as part of the pandemic response, but what we landed on that felt even more compelling was actually what inspired people within the pandemic was to think about, to Mia's point earlier, care. And so I think whether we're looking at Grow and Glow or a toolkit for the times in the social impact category, they both are about creating some more care infrastructure and care resources for people in the communities that they've identified. We feel like as a group that this is an opportunity for the Core77 Awards to continue a commitment to advancing disruptive and innovative ideas in the field. And it was really exciting to see what happened this year, because I imagine after everyone's had a year of rest post-pandemic, we'll also see some really exciting solutions in the field of social design.
Yeah, I agree. I hope that highlighting work like this just creates the trend of more people wanting to, not just create this work to win awards, but, just show that that is what is defined as excellent work. So I think that's a great point. All right, so now we're going to pass it off to Mia, who's going to announce her own category, which is health and wellness. And let me go ahead and share the screen real quick. All right, off to you, Mia.
Great, thank you. I'm really excited to have this opportunity to announce the winners in the category that I judged this year, health and wellness. I'm honored to have been joined by my fellow jurors, including family physician and clinical consultant, Dr. Lalita Abhyankar, social designer and researcher, Sara Fathala, and Sahar Gahari, who's a senior user experience designer at Design It. And last but not least, Lona Vincent, who is Director of Insights and Experience and Strategy at Johnson & Johnson. We'll start the category off with the announcement of the Health and Wellness Professional winner. I'm proud to announce the winner of the professional award. It's Box Ventilator, designed by Fuse Project for the COVID-19 challenge. Fuse Project's design for the Box Ventilator is a rapidly deployable, pneumatically driven ventilator that prioritizes modularity. It uses off-the-shelf solutions and is optimized for a COVID-19 healthcare context. Box costs less than $1,000 to produce and can be assembled in under 4 hours. This year, as we all feel and know, health and wellness is inextricably linked to COVID-19. We continue to feel the impact of watching the painful peaks in cases and hospitalization numbers across the globe, which has added tension onto our care systems around the world and our communities as well. Box Ventilator was a winner in this category for offering a thoughtful, safe, life-saving response to address global ventilator shortages, and significantly in its flexible modular approach that leverages existing IV pools, for example. It was easy to manufacture and assemble the parts. Our judging team appreciated that this was created also out of an open innovation challenge created with the healthcare community to imagine how we might improve the clinical experience under stress, to speed up deployment, to reduce costs, and to care more. We need to continue to design with frontline health workers and our communities in mind, and including ICU nurses, doctors, residents, and people and patients. And we hope that this model and spirit of collaboration and low costs, quickly deployed responses will persist to help save lives and improve care around the world in the future. So congratulations to Fuse Project on your awards win and bringing to life this important design. Next, we're announcing the winner of the Health and Wellness Student Award. We're proud to announce the winner of the Student Award. It's the Easy Look Visualization Medicine Bottle, designed by Haoliang Yang for Hanshan Normal University. This project is a medicine bottle designed with a convex and concave body that intuitively indicates medical doses using its form. What we loved about this project is that it really embodies how the small details in design can create delight and be ultimately incredibly useful and helpful. As a tangible reminder and helping to build awareness with easy interactive cues. Easy Look is an imaginative design, yet it's also very practical. And as a next step, we encourage this design team to co-design and collaborate with the people who will ultimately interact with it to better understand the benefits to them. So congratulations, Haoliang, on your win. Our next category of winners are in the home and living category. The category this year was led by Josh Morenstein, co-founder of Branch Creative. Josh was joined by Matt Pugmire, Principal Industrial Designer at Logitech, Principal and Product Designer Pichaya Portugal, and Noah Reinhertz, Sustainability Lead at Nike's Innovation Kitchen. We'll start the category off with the announcement of the Home and Living Professional winner. I'm happy to announce the winner of the Professional Award. It's Sapura Home, designed by Core79 for Anvi Technologies. Sapura Home has transformed the conventional garbage disposal unit in an all-in-one home composting system in order to make composting food waste convenient and appealing to consumers. Unlike a conventional garbage disposal that sends food waste right into the sewage system, Sapura separates food waste from drain water and diverts it into a collection bin under your sink. This allows food waste to be easily composted and also prevents the buildup of odor and fruit flies that typically result from the tabletop compost bins. This device is the first of its kind and was designed to greatly reduce barriers preventing people from composting their food waste. Congratulations to the designers at Card79 for this win. Next, we're announcing the winner of the Home and Living Student Award. I'm happy to announce the winner of the Student Award is Haptics of Cooking, designed by Bowie Wang for the Design Academy Eindhoven. Haptics of Cooking is a series of blind kitchen tools designed by the experience of touch, meant to introduce new understanding of functionality and aesthetic through haptic sense. These kitchen tools are designed not only for the visually impaired, but can make everyone experience cooking without sight and get the feel for haptic navigation and information processing. By presenting cooking oriented by touch, the project aims to shorten the distance between those who are and are not visually impaired. Congratulations to Bowie Wang for your win. Now I'm going to hand this over to Allison, who will announce our next 2 categories of winners.
Great, thank you, Mia. All right, this year's interaction category was led by August Hefner, Creative Director at Instrument. August was joined by judges Leanne Dubon, Creative Director at Etsy, Hannah Ho, Senior Art Director at the New York Times, Ariana Orland, Experienced Designer and Co-Founder of Invisible Talks, Deaver Thomas, Design Partner at Work & Co., and Christina White, Head of UX at Google Sheets. We'll start with the announcing of the professional winner in the interaction category. The winner of the professional award is The Most Likely Machine by Artifact. The Most Likely Machine is a free interactive digital learning module designed to help preteens develop algorithmic literacy. Students often learn about algorithms as reliable mathematical tools, but Artifact saw an opportunity to develop an experience that examines the ethics and justice of algorithms, important concepts for children starting to engage independently with the internet. The Most Likely Machine asks students to help a fictional middle school yearbook committee decide on how to determine superlative or yearbook award winners. Students create an algorithm to determine the winners, unwittingly introducing their own bias into the tool. They are then able to explore the results of their algorithm, manipulate the algorithm to achieve different results, and reflect on algorithmic bias and how it impacts the real world. It's a thoughtful approach to a really important problem, so congratulations, Artifact, on your win this year. Next is the announcement of the Interaction Student Winner. I'm proud to announce that this year's Student Winner Prize goes to Lucci Lab, designed by Ana Acevedo for CIID. Lucci Lab is a mixed reality experience for girls who are 8 to 10 years that seeks to spark curiosity in STEM-related topics through interactive storytelling. By building physical prototypes and interacting with voice-driven AR characters, girls can explore in a fun way and work on their self-confidence with the help of the main storyteller, Lucci. The experience is expressed by telling engaging stories, stimulating physical digital play, encouraging exploration, and empowering young girls. The 2 main components are the Lucci Lab app, where girls can select different stories, and the Lucci Lab booklet, where they can find cardboard templates to build with based on the selected story in the app. When asked to provide commentary on both winning projects, the team replied, "I'm inspired that we as a team explored what interaction design means. We explored beyond beautiful and functional projects to their impact on their audiences in the world. For the professional category, we picked an elegant tool for the present and an immersive experience of the past as runner-ups. Our winner was a mind-altering experience for young and old to help understand the future being built around them. The student winner was focused on education, health, and empowerment, all through digital and physical interactions." So congratulations to Anna on your win this year. Next, we have the packaging category. Category this year was led by Ian Montgomery and Marissa Sanchez Dunning of Guacamole Airplane. Their fellow jurors included Stephen Ongo, co-founder of Lumi, Caitlin Cunningham, editorial director of Lumi, Jonathan Black and Richard Roche, co-founders of the Office of Ordinary Things, and Avelia Matos, creative director and host of Unboxed. We're excited to announce that the winner of the professional award is Consider Pastures by Pearl Fisher for Consider Pastures. The leading producer of humanely raised organic and free-range eggs in the US has created a new range of pasture-raised, ultra premium quality eggs known as Consider Pastures. For the packaging, a geometric egg pattern is introduced at the top of the pack and carried through the side panels to develop the natural margin. When stacked on the shelf, the ownable pattern creates continuity, that's the word, between each carton, making a wallpaper-like appearance. The brand monogram is inspired by the phi symbol and the golden ratio, which suggests that the detail that naturally occurs in nature is the ideal standard for beauty. Accented in gold, the monogram, hand-gathered seal, and embossed messaging parallel the handcrafted approach to raising and sourcing eggs through the packaging design. The 2021 packaging jury captain said of this design, "We're excited to award Consider Pastures as the winner of the professional category of the Core77 Packaging Design Awards. Entries were considered for their merit across branding and graphics, structural design, and sustainability. The design harkens back to the original corrugated egg cartons using die-cut paperboard as opposed to molded fiber to beautifully elevate and protect the eggs. But it's not just a retro design, as modern curves and opening cues give the design a fresh and exciting feel. The graphic language across pattern and typography is strong, effectively telling the story of the high-quality eggs inside. Congratulations to Consider Pastures." Next, I'll be announcing the student winner. Now, announce that the winner of the student award is East West West East Packaging by email for Art Center College of Design. East West West East is a conceptual design that proposes an aesthetic for package design and branding in the future. This entire concept demonstrates a unified and brandless packaging design by using multilingual typography. Compared to the existing bilingual or multilingual package design, East West West East proves that systematic and unified multilingual typography on the package has potential. East Asian typography and Latin typography can live harmoniously while maintaining readability through packaging. Additionally, this conceptual packaging criticizes the role of packaging and typography today, asking important questions such as, is packaging design evolution changing the way that we consume goods daily? Would multilingual packaging products be considered as a form of cultural output? And can we live a life without brandless packaging, or with brandless packaging? The jury team wrote of this project, "We're excited to award East West West East as the winner of the student category of the Core77 Packaging Design Awards. The project stood out from a sea of talented entries for the sensitivity of its experimental forms and the well-executed juxtaposition between Eastern and Western typographic elements. We appreciate that the project seeks to ask big questions about the role package design plays in our lives in an increasingly multilingual and multicultural world. Congratulations to East West West East." All right, now I'm going to hand it over to Hector, who will announce the winners of our next category.
Thank you so much, Allison. Next, we have the personal accessories category. The category this year was led by co-founders of Wild One Milani, Shatani, and Veronica Vichetti. Their fellow jurors include Alicia Ramos, founder of Girls Night In, and Monish Sabnani, co-founder of Current. The category begins with the announcement of the personal accessory professional winner. We are excited to announce the winner of the professional award is Fisherman Litter to Frames, designed by Marina Ludwigis for Eco Eyewear. Eco Eyewear's Eco Ocean collection of optical and sun frames are made from recycled ocean-based plastic and marine litter such as nets, ropes, and trawls from the maritime industry. The goal driving this collection is to help keep the ocean clean for generations to come while showcasing how plastic waste can be turned into a resource that has the ability to be used over and over again. Materials were sourced by Waste Free Oceans, who conduct regular ocean cleanup missions. Waste Free Oceans works with local fishermen who collect marine litter from the ocean. The collected waste is extruded into plastic granules that are then injection molded into the Eco Ocean frames. Together with Waste Free Ocean, Eco Eyewear has collected more than 30 tons of marine litter. Congratulations to Marina for your 2021 Core 77 Design Award win. Next, we'll be announcing the Personal Accessory Student winner. We are proud to announce the winner of the Student Award is Serene Bive, designed by Luke Masters for RMIT. Serene Bive is a scalp massager designed to relieve stress for users on the autism spectrum. It is intended to be used in public settings where sensory overload is often higher due to unfamiliar and novel environments. Masters developed concepts for alleviating behavioral meltdowns through reviewing academic literature, firsthand ethnographic research, and testing and consultation in collaboration with behavioral clinicians. Serene Bive features haptic engines which massage the ears and scalp of the user and noise-canceling technology that dulls out ambient sound. Kudos to Luke for your thoughtful work and congratulations on your win. Our next category of winners are in the service design category. The category this year was captained by Emily Privet McNamara, Senior Researcher for Industrial Design at Amazon. McNamara was joined by Charles Erdman, Head of Product Design at Small Planet, Mikkel Levin, VP of Product at Hero, and designers Karina Toda and Poro Vora. The category begins with the announcement of the Service Design Professional winner. I'm proud to announce the winner of the Service Design Professional Award is My Heart Lab by Samsung Digital for Samsung. My Heart Lab is a research study app that allows users to detect and monitor for possible atrial fibrillation and share comprehensive reports with their doctors, enabling users and doctors to monitor heart rhythms actively and passively. Samsung designed a complete ecosystem that includes watch and phone apps for users and comprehensive reports for clinicians. Throughout the design process, Samsung observed various aging populations using smartphones and smartwatches in the field, along with conducting usability testing with people over the age of 65. These insights inform design decisions specifically regarding inclusivity by accounting for users with varying degrees of digital literacy, cognitive abilities, vision, and motor skills. Jury captain Emily said when it came to judging, the first place entry for service design was especially tight. With more shortlisted entries than other categories, she writes, ultimately it was clear to the jury that My Heart Lab was our winner once we considered how human-centered the approach and proposal were. Many entries presented data, but none as concisely as the Samsung design team. Congratulations to the Samsung team on the win for your thoughtful work. Next, we'll be announcing the Service Design Student winner. This year's winner in the student category is New Seed Society by Norris Hung for the Copenhagen Institute of Interaction Design. The New Seed Society is a holistic program that seeks to accelerate the creation of regenerative businesses in Central America in order to promote more resilient rural communities in the face of changing climate. The New Seed Accelerator Program provides participants with the upfront agricultural and business guidance they need to get the regenerative business off the ground. The Design mobile app helps regenerative farmers to connect, share regenerative strategies and business opportunities with each other. The monitoring kit design allows farmers to track key regenerative indicators like soil health, biodiversity, and crop quality over time. And the New Seed Ambassadorship Program awards participants who become regional education hubs with a prestigious certification and consumer recognition. The jury team noted that, quote, our panel was overwhelmed with how much research was conducted for the New Seed Society. Not only was there a lot of research, but the process was clearly presented with lovely imagery. New Seed Society was chosen for first place because of how well The breadth and depth of research were reflected in the final service design. Thank you for your solution to an important issue, Norris, and congratulations on your win. I'm
Great.
gonna hand things over to Allison.
Thanks, Hector. Okay, we are almost there. We're getting there. But I'm just really floored by all the projects. And now that we've announced winners in Mia's category of health and wellness, I wanted to stop for a second to ask about, let me get out of screen share real quick. I wanted to stop to ask about, the process of judging the category, especially considering how crucial of a design sector that this was over the past year, health and wellness. So Mia, I'm curious to hear what the entries this year may have taught you about how designing within the healthcare industry is evolving, and also what sort of trends were you excited to see that really gave you this sense of hope?
I like this sense of hope in healthcare. I've worked in healthcare for a long time. I think that, oftentimes we're always thinking about it from kind of a clinical perspective or a medical perspective. And honestly, if you've had to go to the doctor's office or go to the hospital or get a procedure done, it is not good. And our system is so clearly broken. And I think what the pandemic has brought to life, and what I hope people don't forget, is that our healthcare system is full of inequities. It can be very oppressive. It is just generally broken, and things like efficiencies and time and processes have kind of overwhelmed our abilities to care. And I really it brought to light that, one, I think we all in the design field have an opportunity to see health and wellness as something that really deserves our attention, that we should really think about what approaches will support, as I was mentioning earlier, relationships that will support us to feel better, and allow us to rethink and reimagine what care looks like. I'm heartened, just out in the world, like seeing buses that have been redesigned to deliver vaccines to communities, right? Bringing things, making it easier. And in the categories and the judging, I was happy to see people exploring what does care look like in the home, because, honestly, we were not leaving our homes. And so the opportunity was to think it can't just be a mini hospital in your home, or it can't just, virtual care is not the same as in-person care, and really forced, I think, a lot of people to think differently. So, things that were impossible due to restrictions or regulations became possible. We designed a vaccine in an incredibly short amount of time. And so I just hope that the spirit of possibility, and also not forgetting that, health does not have to be an icky experience or something that is overburdening someone. We've got a lot of work to do there, but it was really exciting to be able to see some of these entries.
I was going to say too, there's definitely still a lot of work to be done, but I think these projects give us hope that we can actually get things done maybe even faster than we imagined these days. So that's encouraging, that we can kind of respond to an issue and make things happen quickly. So thank you, Mia, for your response. And I'm going to pass this over to Sloan, who is also going to be announcing a very inspiring category, speculative design. So let me share my screen real quick. All right, take it away.
Thanks so much. The speculative design category this year was led by Dr. Deepa Budalaya, an assistant professor at Stamp School of Art and Design, University of Michigan. Budalaya's fellow jurors included T. Chang, co-founder and VP of Design at Crave, Laura Forlano, associate professor of design at the Institute of Design and director of the Critical Futures Lab, and designer, artist, and PhD candidate Veronica Ranner. We'll start with announcing the professional winner in the speculative design category. The winner of the professional award is EcoNet, designed by Shirhan Zhang and Qinqing Yang for Alter Studio. As a response to the issue of biodiversity loss due to food habitats and agricultural systems, Econet speculates about an alternative future in which we thrive in non-human centered co-living ecosystems. The project proposes an eco-balancing food movement and suggests eating invasive species in order to reduce the current food industry's negative impact on biodiversity. The final design of Econet is an AI-powered storefront designed to closely monitor the status and activities of invasive species. Based on big data, the store recommends the number of a particular species that should be removed from the ecosystem on a daily basis with the help of robots, so that the donut-shaped snacks can be made out of all of their edible parts. Each Econut is named based on its ingredients, such as SHF for snakehead fish, and has a unique number on its package, which allows the consumer to track the specific disruptive species that we use to create that Econut. Congratulations to the Econet team for your 2021 Core77 Design Award win. Next, we'll be announcing the Speculative Designer Student winner. This year's student prize goes to Negentropic Landscapes, designed by Ayashurwa Janwadur for Art Center College of Design. Negentropic Landscapes reimagines our relationships between the concepts of death, space, institutions, territories, technologies, and politics. In much of the world, death is seen as the ultimate or maximum disorder, and this is reflected in the architecture of healthcare systems. This project is designed in opposition to current end-of-life architecture, where aging and death are considered to be disposable. The project reimagines hospice care at the level of urban planning and community organizing to build an expansive and non-binary model for caring. It uses a participatory urban speculation approach to envision a community-led, future-facing hospice model that embodies ideas of intergenerational care. The community visioning activities designed to build this model suggest how designers, health practitioners, caregivers, and multi-generations can come together to redirect hospice care into their communities and create transparency between hospice services and surrounding neighborhoods. Congratulations on this much-deserved win. Our next category of winners are in the sports and recreation category. The category this year was captained by Katie Becker, VP of Creative at Arcterra. Becker was joined by Ashley Anson, Senior Design Director of Advanced Concepts Apparel at Adidas, Ricardo Camargo, President, Creative Director at Vapor Studio, and Matthew Dainty, VP of Creative at Solomon. The category begins with the announcement of the Sports and Recreation Professional winner. The winner of this year's Sports and Recreation Professional Award is the IO Light by Stitch Design for Luminous. IO Light is the first of its kind integrated bike light that utilizes patented software to keep you safe and seen. Features include a GPS guided app that speaks directly to your bike light with auto turn signals, auto brake lights, and auto intersection strobing. The Luminous app guides you via the safest biking route to get you where you're going safely and sound. Jury Captain Katie Becker said of the project, being more of an alight and the depth of the app is the key to success of this project. COVID has driven an increase in cycling. New cyclists and more people are now getting back on the road, and this could be a great solution to keep more cyclists safe. The battery life is good for safety at 30+ hours, and there's lots of potential for technology upgradability. Automatic flashing is also very intuitive. Great work, Stitch Design team, and congratulations on your win. Next is the announcement of the Sports and Recreation Student winner. This year's student winner prize goes to the Swell Surefoot, designed by Zachary Semelanis and Johan Zong for Jefferson University. Swell is a prosthetic foot designed for the challenges that amputees face when visiting the beach to surf. Facing a unique dual urethane bushing system and sole, Swell allows amputees to closely replicate the flexibility, grip, and movement of a human foot, allowing surfers to move in ways current prosthetics prohibit. Designed with materials intended for use in corrosive saltwater, Swell withstands the effects of the harsh ocean environment from session to session. Swell can be easily adjusted at the beach, which allows the user to fine-tune their desired performance. Becker and the team said that what caught their attention in this project was its potential for big future impact. The team said, quote, "A product like this is creating the future of footwear for amputees, for prosthetics in general, and amputees that use prosthetics. They can create a wide new range and style for every use of prosthetics. They undertook a lot of research and considered user perspective in a thoughtful way and clearly articulated how they worked through their ideas, and the narrative is very strong. Congrats to the team behind the Swell Surf Foot on your win this year. And next, I'll pass it to Mia, who'll be announcing the winners in the strategy and research category. Next, I'll pass this on to Mia, who'll be announcing winners in the strategy and research category.
Great, thank you. This year's strategy and research category was judged by the same team behind service design, including jury captain Emily Privet McNamara and jurors Charles Erdman, Michael Levin, Karina Tota, and Parul Vora. We'll start with announcing the professional winner in the strategy and research category. The winner of the professional award is Behavioral Wayfinding Design for Sustainable Resource Recovery, designed by ThinkPlace for Act No Waste. This project was formulated in response to the staggeringly low recycling rates in the Australian Capital Territory. One crucial factor contributing to this was the ineffective communications to the Australian public about how to effectively recycle, recover, and reuse their waste. ThinkPlace's project uses mixed research methods to formulate and execute and analyze waste center behaviors in the Australian Capital Territory to effectively design a wayfinding solution that considered the ideal future state for waste resource communication. Jury Captain Emily Privet wrote that this project, quote, exemplified both the process and description of a strong research program. Its purpose was clearly articulated and outlined, the visuals were clear and concise, and the resulting strategy was a balance of explorative and expansive. The project did not fail to create a crisp definition of success metrics. Lastly, in spite of the breadth of content that was covered in the entry and proposal, it was tightly summarized in an exceptional presentation. Congrats to ThinkPlace on your win. Next is the announcement of the Strategy and Research Student Winner. I'm proud to announce this year's Student Winner Prize goes to the Internet of Mycelium, designed by Helen Chen for the School of Visual Arts. Internet of Mycelium, IOM, is a research and design project about the human collaboration with mushrooms through the process of mycormediation to regenerate our urban soil ecosystem in a holistic and affordable approach through nurture and care. Internet of Mycelium tackles the challenge of providing accessible and affordable soil remediation solutions to local communities through a three-part service structure provided by a speculative company. One, a customized mycormediation kit that consists of mushroom spores trained to remediate specific soil compositions. Two, an accompanying soil journal app that helps users record the process in a centralized platform. And three, a digital soil lab platform where users can share their soil information and add it to a growing database of geolocated soil health data. The jury team wrote that, quote, the Internet of Mycelium proposal surprised us in a delightful way. The subject material was uniquely engaging and resonated with a personal interest from the panel. The visual design of the deliverables was clear and aspirational. The submission simplified a difficult process into a simplified and clear presentation. Most impressive was how the proposal presented the range of outcomes considered in its process. I also think that using mushrooms, amazing. Congratulations, Helen, on your win this year. And this year's tools and work category was judged by the same team behind personal accessory, including jury captains Manali Chaitani and Veronica Beschetti. and jurors Alicia Ramos and Monish Samanani. We'll start with announcing the professional winner in the Tools and Work category. The winner of the professional award is Monogram Creative Console, designed by Monogram for Monogram. Creative Console is a modular freeform control surface designed to streamline editing and make interacting with creative software more engaging. It is suited for photo editing and retouching, video editing, color grading, virtual production, audio music production, and other creative workflows. In their final design of 5 different modules that make up the Creative Console, Monogram designers work to eliminate awkward keyboard shortcuts, menu diving, cursor cramps, mouse clicking, and other interaction obstacles that arose from today's creative software. These are all the small things that add up to a big problem, breaking creative flow and slowing down. Congrats to the Monogram team on your win. Next is the announcement of the Tools and Work student winner. This year's student winner prize goes to the Extend Nomadic Office, designed by Ava Maria Bielli for FHNW Academy of Art and Design in Basel, Switzerland, Design Agenda and Institute of Industrial Design. This concept brings together mechanisms that aid mobile and flexible work. A foldable computer screen simplifies transport, an adaptable light and privacy shield that serves as a spatial partition, and a simply modified smartphone that functions as a processor and storage medium. Extend Nomadic Office is designed to enable mobile, flexible, and self-sufficient work in the near future, which has become an ever more present concern for workers since 2020. Congratulations, Ava Maria, on your win this year.
So we are just really toward the tail end here, and I'm going to start with the transportation category, which was led by Jens Martin Skibsted, who's VP of Mobility and Foresight at Anyone. Jens was joined on the judging panel by Bernice Tapa, founder and CEO of Ghana Bamboo Bikes, and Mateus Demetrescu, Design Strategy Director at D Ford Sao Paulo. We'll start with announcing the professional winner in the transportation category. I'm excited to announce that the winner of the professional award is a much needed product, the MTA Live Subway app, designed by Work & Co. for MTA and the Transit Innovation Partnership. The MTA Live Subway Map is an ambitious web-based platform that evolves the iconic New York City subway maps by Unimark International and Michael Hertz Associates, resulting in the first real-time live map of the subway system. It uses the geometric clarity of Massimo Vignelli's diagram with the geographical and organic curves by Hertz, but powers it with technology to make a map more appropriate for our time. A key challenge in this project was, how do you offer a user lots of information in a streamlined way? Highlights of the digital map include automatically updating train lines where train lines will redraw themselves using real-time data to illustrate current and accurate train service status, moving trains that help signal to users that the map is live and also reflect real-time locations of trains throughout the subway system. Zoom-in features, map highlights of accessible stations that also provides updates to accessibility-related equipment like elevators and escalators, and much more. Jury Captain Jens Martin Skibsted wrote about the project, saying, "The graphics are beautiful and simple to use. Massimo Vignelli's and Michael Hertz legacies live on in MTA's first live subway app. The NYC subway map has successfully been made dynamic and optimized for mobile phones. To cut down the time passengers use to figure out where they are and where they need to go, all of the information has been fitted into a small screen that updates train lines, captures moving trains, and more in a simple and familiar way. Congratulations to Work & Co. on the success of this momentous project and win this year." Next is the announcement of the transportation student winner. Happy to announce that this year's student winner prize goes to Plastic Ride, Electric, Sustainable, and Recycled Micromobility by Juanjo Villegas for Centro. Let's see if that plays. Oh, that is not muted, so just keep that paused. But Plastic Ride is a sustainable and circular micro electrical scooter made from recycled plastic from the automotive industry. These machines can be used for a vehicle. These machines can be used as a vehicle for tourists as a personal scooter, or it can serve as a last mile delivery service, reducing CO2 emissions. In the future, benefits could include reducing traffic, improving air quality, and the productivity of journeys currently made on foot, bicycle, and motorcycle, or in a car. The 2021 jury team said of the project, quote, "Plastic Ride is an ingenious small electric scooter. It is cute and quirky and can be used in multiple ways. As a last mile means of transport, it helps reduce CO2 emissions and traffic and improves air quality. It also helps reduce the use of plastics as it is made from recycled plastic. It is designed with very few parts and with little complexity to keep it simple, cheap, and low in maintenance." So congratulations, Wanho, on your win this year. All right, and we've hit the finish line here. We're wrapping up the traditional categories. I'm happy to announce the winners of the visual communication category. This year's visual communication jury was led by Naseem Higson, Executive Creative Director at WeTransfer. Naseem was joined on the jury panel by Diana Alkhausen, Associate Creative Director of the WeTransfer Advertising Studio, Daniel Dixon, Creative Lead at Apple, and Marvin Schweibold, Senior Design Lead at Squarespace. We'll start with announcing the professional winner in the visual communication category. I'm excited to announce that the winner of the professional award is our first repeat win of the night. Taking home the grand prize is A Seat at the Table by Dome for Drexel University Institute for Women's Health and Leadership, Vision 2020. The 2021 visual communication jury team gave us a statement about this project saying, "The capacity for design to impact people's lives and shine a spotlight is one of the powers that many in the profession don't utilize and leverage enough. A Seat at the Table did a tremendous job of leveraging facts and data around gender inequality through intelligent environmental design, touchscreens, bikes, an overarching experience that essentially forces someone to engage with the topic that they might overlook. Congratulations, Dome and Drexel, for 2 wins tonight." That's amazing. Finally, we're going to announce the visual communication student winner. And I'm very excited to announce that this year's student winner prize is going to Iota Display by Yoonjun Bong for Art Center College of Design. Iota Display is a modular typeface that is constructed using a series of plus and multiplication signs, which is intended to be a way of visually representing the potential for positive connections between people within a group or network. To express this idea further, the typeface is designed to expand and rotate each element with interaction and input from the viewer. The juror team said of this project, quote, "Iota scored high within our team for wanting to try and make a typeface that indicates connection between people, and it's a long-term view of having larger impact." So congratulations, Yoonjung, for your win this year. All right, and that wraps up all 18 categories of the Core77 Design Awards. It definitely deserves a round of applause. Congratulations, everyone. We do have a few more categories that we're actually going to go through, but if I were to make Sloan, Mia, and Hector stay here, they would have nothing to do. So I'm going to, give them a kindness and allow them to sign off. But before you do that, I really want to thank you for basically being here from the start to the very finish line, and everything that you've done. So thank you so much. I don't know if you guys have any last words for students and professionals, but if you want to, feel free.
Thank you so much. It was really exciting to do this, and great collaboration all around.
Thank you, Mia. Anyone else?
Just thank you for having us as part of this process. It's been a real honor.
Thank you, Sloan.
Yeah, congratulations on all the winners, and thank you, Core77. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, no, it's been so great to work with you all, and yes, feel free to sign off. We'll talk soon, but thank you so much for taking the time. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
And now, finally, we were honored to collaborate with Keyshot and Stratasys this year on a series of prizes honoring not just the concept behind the great designs featured in the 2021 Core77 Design Awards, but also 3D printing and rendering software's role in presenting designs in their most exemplary light. Tonight, alongside our 18 categories, we're giving away 2 prizes, the Keyshot Rendering Prize and the Stratasys 3D Prize. The Keyshot Rendering Prize will receive a Keyshot Pro rendering license provided by Keyshot, and the winner of the Stratasys 3D Prize is taking home free 3D printing credits courtesy of Stratasys. We're going to begin with the announcement of the Keyshot Rendering Prize, and I'm actually going to hand these duties over to the team at Keyshot, who have sent us a video sharing their grand prize winner.
Hello everyone, I'm Derek.
I'm Kareem.
And I'm Brooke.
The team here at Keyshot is excited to announce the winners of the Core77 Design Awards. A huge thank you to all that participated in this contest. The entries we received really showed off all the fun, amazing ways you can use Keyshot across the design process. It was really fun for us to see.
And the Keyshot prize goes to
Lucid Air by Lucid Motors.
Congratulations and thank you again everyone for joining us.
Okay, congratulations to Lucid Air. Lucid Air represents a true luxury EV designed from the ground up to break boundaries in range and power. Optimizing power and efficiency, Lucid Motors developed its own powertrain technology, motors, transmissions, inverters, and more, with a focus on miniaturization. Freed from the rules of traditional automotive design by its miniaturized electric powertrain, the Lucid Air completely reimagines the shape, proportions, and dimensions of a high-performance luxury sedan, both on the exterior and the interior. The result is interior spaciousness on par with traditional luxury sedans with the exterior proportions of a mid-sized car. When asked how Keyshot improved their overall design process, the Lucid team noted that during the design process, it was necessary to evaluate several movable interior components. The animation feature in Keyshot allowed interior designers to deliver many movable components to other colleagues. Rather than showing 2D images, the animation feature proved to be the best tool for presentation of the various components. Another challenge that Keyshot helped to solve was the ability for the design team to keep pace with the engineering team. Designers were able to review the engineering data together, design data quickly in Keyshot in order to develop the best way to integrate the package challenges. So congratulations to the team behind Lucid Air on this win. Next, we will announce the Stratasys 3D Prize. This winner will be taking home free 3D printing credits courtesy of Stratasys. Once again, I'm going to hand it off to the team at Stratasys to announce the winner, which is featured in this video.
We have come a long way in producing full CMF models using 3D printing, which is evident by your designs. Congratulations to all the design submissions for the Stratasys Award. We are inspired by your use of 3D printing. The Stratasys Award winner used 3D printing throughout their design process, starting with form, fit, and function, and working their way to full CMF. They even used 3D printed prototypes in their photo shoots. It is time for us to name the winner. Congratulations to Descent NK2i team for Garmin.
All right. Congrats to the Garmin team for winning the Stratasys 3D Prize. The Descent MK2i is a powerful dive computer with safety and convenience features focused on making your underwater experience safer and more enjoyable. Keeping track of remaining air levels while underwater is critical. The watch can wirelessly monitor your tank pressure levels when paired with the Descent T1 transmitter. The Garmin team, when it came to iteration, said Stratasys was an important tool to have on hand. Quote, "The Descent MK2 is a tool watch with many technologies which ultimately drove the size of the watch. There was a fine line the design team had to work with when determining the overall size of this wearable on our users' wrists. Having the Stratasys 3D printer helped a lot as we iterated back and forth trying to find the right balance of size and ergonomics. Seeing the watch on people's wrists helped us to refine certain design elements to help slim down the proportions and details of the watch." Congratulations to both of these winners on these special prizes this year, and of course to Keyshot and Stratasys for collaborating with us and making it possible to create this prize. And I'm excited to say that that's it. That is all of the winners of this year's Core77 Design Awards. And like I said at the very beginning, just because your project may not be featured here doesn't mean that you aren't an honoree potentially. We are going to be sending out emails announcing the winner or the honorees in different categories. So please stay tuned to your email inbox to see if you are one of those people. But before we sign off, I want to thank all of our entrants our jury captains for really corralling everyone together and creating great jury teams. I want to thank those jury teams and jury members for being a part of the judging process. I want to thank everyone on my team at Core77 for helping me, and as well as our viewers, our audience, everyone who's here today for really making the Design Awards what they are. It really wouldn't be anything without you sending in all of this amazing work that you're doing. So again, thank you. And if you're curious to see all of the winners, they will be up soon at designawards.core77.com. We are just so thrilled to announce everyone this year, and we would encourage you to consider sending everything that you're working on right now to the 2022 awards, which will happen early next year. So thanks everyone for signing on, and we'll see you next year. All right, thanks. Bye.